Good morning, Lynn. I'm sorry, I forgot to remind you guys that I had education station. I only remembered last night, so I apologize if I'm waking you up. And I have to keep looking over there for my for comments, because my iPhone is not updating. We're going to do a small project today. I was going to do decoupaging. Good morning, Kim. How are you? I was going to do decoupage, but I decided that I actually needed this. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my desk again. We have a few more minutes before they share us out. But if you remember, and if you've watched my page, the catastrophe with this paper, I dried, I ironed it, and this is called Dusky Sky. Good morning, Jill. How are you? So this was my Dusky Sky, which I'll be working on after I finish the slide. How are you, Jill? How's the weather in Manchester? Good morning, WoodUBend. Hello, hello. And I guess we're being shared into WoodUBend. So good morning, everyone. My name is Rima Bishara, and I'm doing Education Station as usual every other Wednesday. And I'm so happy to see you all. And if you're watching this on the replay, welcome. And please put hashtag replay. That would be greatly appreciated. Cold but dry. I have to say, we had the most horrifying winds. Our furniture outside is all over the place. The winds were unbearable, plus the rain. Thank you, WoodUBend Moldings. Thank you so much. So let's start with the project, but please let me know if how the weather is, and if you have any questions. Either I or WoodUBend Molding would be happy to answer you. I don't know if you're like me, but you have these for the glue gun. Thank you, Lynn. Good morning. Leona. Good morning. And I keep losing them, and they fall out of here just like this because they're empty. Well, I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of chasing them. So what am I going to do? Well, WoodUBend to the rescue. And by the time we're done with this, we're going to have, it is Kim. We're going to have a great place to put them, and it'll be great. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to use this WoodUBend molding, which just covers the hole. And I can leave that bit as decoration, or I can add another WoodUBend. So we'll see what happens. So the first thing I'm going to do is heat up my WoodUBend. And you can heat up your WoodUBend on a griddle with a heat gun. A hairdryer is a bit tougher. So I'm just heating this up. My griddle is occupied with holding stuff for me, so I cannot use that, but instead I'm going to hopefully have enough of this so that I can so that I can wrap it around. And I am going to use this because we know that metal conducts heat, so this will help make it, soften it up earlier, quicker. So for any one of you that have not used WoodUBend is, as you can see, has, well, first of all, is a wood product, and we have a lot of designs in trims and in actual appliques. And the difference, you can paint it, you can stain it, you can drill it, you can do everything to it. You can even leave it like this and put a coat of, good morning Betty, a varnish or to protect it. And the main difference between WoodUBend and regular wood is that when heated up, it bends. So we're going to heat this up some more. Now, when you're using a heat gun, be careful not to scorch it, because sometimes I do. But I'm going to paint this, and we'll be okay. Betty, how was the weather last night in Florida? We may not have enough, in which case I may have to use a bigger one. And I doubt we have enough. So let me heat up the bigger one as well. This is another one that you can use. Or there is this one. They have a lot of trims of different widths. Yeah, oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. That's great, Betty. Yeah, we had very heavy winds, high winds and heavy rain as well. Our furniture is all over the place. Even the gizmo that I put my stuff for the mailman has flown away. I hope you're all having a great day. So what we're doing, for those that have just joined us, whilst this is heating up, is I have this little container, and I had these inside it. These are protective covers for your fingers for your glue gun. And they kept falling out just like this. And I got tired of finding them all over the place. Yes, 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 Betty. And the whole thing feels so strange. Our temperature is 54 degrees right now, which is kind of weird. This trim is, I believe, slightly smaller than this one. And you can do this with any trim. So we're just heating it up, as you can see, and we're going to be adhering it with wood glue. And I use tight bonds, quick and thick. Yeah, the weather is absolutely crazy. And I'm just going to be adding some glue. And I think I'm going to start from the top because it covers the hole completely. So I'm just going to get some WoodUBend, and I'm not going to break it up. Oh no. Oh, wow, Lynn, I'm so sorry. It's horrible. So I'm just adding some wood glue. And this is the brand I use, Tight Bond Quick and Thick. Yes, it has been crazy. All our snow has melted, and a lot of people are going to be experiencing flooding because the drains cannot cope. So I'm going to, I'm just going to add, oh, let me just do here. Because I didn't do the edges very well. And you have to put glue everywhere. And I'm adding it to the top. And I need my readers. There we go. Well, actually, I didn't even need to add the wood glue to the center, but I did. I didn't think. It's probably too early in the morning for me to think. And I'm going to heat up the rest of it. Oh, I hate that, Lynn. I'm so sorry you're going to experience that. And look, I love the way it moves. Look at this. Once it heats up a little bit more, it will move again. I'll let it start. No, it just needs more heating up. Yes, exactly. Well, it gets tiring, I think, to keep looking for these. Not that I like using my glue gun, I don't really like it, but I'm just heating up the roll. Oops. And I'm just putting it here to heat. I just want to move this a little bit. Oops, I broke it. And the WoodUBend, when it's in its dry stage, when it's in its cold stage, can break very easily, and I can show you. This is unbendable, but look at how quickly it breaks. But if it breaks, it's very quick to fix. Thank you for sprinkling, Betty. And I did break it here, but we can glue it together. So how many people have used WoodUBend? Show me some hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So a few people have. How many people have not? Oh, we've got tons of hearts now. Oops. Be careful not to burn yourself. And let me just put this somewhere where I am notorious for burning myself. And yes, we do have a break here. That's because I was impatient. But we'll fix that. And because I realized that we don't need glue in the center, I'm just going to do this. And let me see if I can. Okay, and again, oops, it's gotten cold, so we heat it up. Hello, Marianne, sorry. Kim, you have not, you should. It is such a useful tool. Thank you for joining us, Marianne. And now I'm just going to heat up what we already, good, to make sure that we have good adherence. And as I said earlier, I was also considering doing decoupage. And you go back and heat the areas that that you've already adhered, to make sure that there's a good adherence. And we'll take care of this in a minute. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Okay, so we need to add more here. And I will show you what scorching is, because I just scorched it. And this has come apart completely, but we can fix that. Let me show you how. So I've got glue right in the, we'll clean up the glue pieces later. So I have glue here, which I need to warm up. And warm up this. And we're going to heat this up once more. and then push it in. What makes it a little bit tricky is that this is hollow, but we can when it dries. Yes, this is a particularly good one, and I'm going to have to put some more WoodUBend at the bottom of this one because I didn't complete it. And the glue dries clear, but you can remove it if you don't want it. So I'm going to turn this again so that I can add some more glue. Well, actually, I do have enough, but let's just go a little bit further. Oops. And see how I've scorched it? Can you see there? Not very good, but you know what? It's going to be painted, so I don't really mind. Now, if it was going to be stained, then I might feel differently about it. Thank you, Betty. And then you can use any metallic paste, and there's tons of them, or you can use pigments. So I'm going to cut this with scissors because I can cut with scissors. And I cut it a little bit bigger than I need because it's easier to work with. Now this bit is dry. I mean, it's cooled down, so I can use my knife. I can either, actually this has got a very small blade, so I can't stretch it out as much. But I'm going right across. And removing this. Oops. Which was an easy fix. And now I need to heat this up again so that I can bend it down. The metallics are amazing, Betty. They are. And again, I'm going to put some here and a little bit here. Now just to heat it up. The stirring part to make sure everything is well heated and adhered. And now I need to cut this. That's the wrong one. And I need to sand this down. Let me just put another small piece of sandpaper. What I have right now on is the 1000, but I could certainly use a lower grit. Let me see if this will work better. This one I can't tell what it is, but I know it's bigger. It's lower, I mean. And by the time you come to paint it, no one will know. So we have our little box. And let me see which one. Oh, this one I need to push down. So this, just want to hold it for a few minutes. And let me see, either this one, no, I kind of like this one, but it doesn't really go. Maybe I'll do this one. Or the other thing I can do is use half of this, but I don't want that. Let me see. Let's do the Celtic cross. This trim is much thinner than the other one, but that's okay. So it will heat up faster. Thank you for the heart. I'm sorry, Teresa, let me see what the translation is. Good afternoon. Oh, you're from Astros. I've been there, Teresa. Paralio Astros, yes. You're on the seaside. You're on the beach. My aunt and uncle live there. So let's just put some. How's the weather? And tikanis for watching. Now we have this adhered, and we'll just continue. Oh, you do? So it is the right Astros. So I guess the weather must be good. What a small world. Let's just put this here. That's so interesting. Well, welcome. Thank you for welcoming Teresa. Do you understand any English, Teresa? I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. I'm making a little container box for these, which are covers for my fingers for glue gun, so I don't burn myself. Teresa, have you ever used WoodUBend? Two more sides to go. I'm just adding more glue and spreading it out. And if glue comes out, that's great, because that means you really have it covered. Thank you, Betsy. And we have one more side, and I'm just going to heat them. Okay, great. That's great, Teresa. It's a box. And I'm sorry I don't speak Greek. Well, except a few words. Chikanis, Apcharisto, Sahopo, Indaxi, Kalimera, Kalispera, the usual ones that most foreigners say. Okay, and I'm going to cut here again. And if, oh, you can't see me actually. I was going to say if you see me looking the other way, it's because I'm reading comments. I still don't have comments on my phone. Just going over it right now. And this glue will dry clear. And I'm just going to cut this. Oops, it hasn't adhered yet. So let me just make sure this adheres, and then I can use so you can see right here the joint. Well, you can't see the joint, but so we end up with this box in which I can now put all my finger protectors inside, and I won't be losing it. Now I'm going to probably paint it later, and especially when it dries, because I don't want to see the white glue, and that will dry clear. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh yes, but I mainly wanted this Betty for these because I keep losing them. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that. I'll paint it, and thank you, Leona. And I will, I'll paint it, and I'll put a picture in the Posh Chalk and Artisans page. So have a great rest of your day. And for those who follow me, or if you're new and you'd like to follow me, please join me at 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time. We're going to be continuing with another great project. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the hearts. I'll see you later today. Or if you're on this page, in 2 weeks' time, on Wednesday. Bye.